Hello all my otaku friends, my name is Prof Otaku and welcome back to my channel for this rare manga shopping vlog. So I went across the state line to run some errands in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and I decided to stop by the massive Books A Million to do some new release shopping. I absolutely love this table of new releases, so many cool things to see, so much temptation, but I needed to hold back and make sure I stayed true to the path. With that being said, I found some really cool things, including this BAM exclusive alternate volume 1 of Blue Lock with a new cover. I am a sucker for alternate art. Also, I saw the new Made in Abyss box set released by 7 Seas. High quality, nice box art, great way to start collecting the series in my opinion. I would never buy figures at Books A Million, but it is nice to see them continually expand their offerings. Something new were all the different art books that they had on sale. I'm starting to get into collecting art books, but I personally like to shop for the rarer ones that are only released in Japan, but the temptation was strong with the furry art book. Alas, I had to put it away and suppress my urges. Here we are with the first pickup of the day, Asadora Volume 7 by Naoki Urasawa. Lots of great series here you should grab, such as In the Clear Moonlit Dusk and Daytime Shooting Star. Mika Yamamori is a master of shoujo manga. I will continue to sing praises about her. The first manga that I didn't pick up was The Darwin Incident Volume 2. My goal was to spend $100 to get the coupon, and by the end I had passed that threshold, so I had to put it back. Lots of stock on the box sets, which is great to see. So many Fist of the North Star volumes. Crazy to see how there's already 10 hardcovers out. I also can't believe Viz is still printing those 3-in-1s for Full Metal Alchemist. Such terrible quality. If you do not have Haikyuu in your collection, you need to grab it. I really think that is the definitive sports series of manga. Another volume I had to pass on was The God of High School. It looks so tempting and colorful, and I had only heard good things, but it is so expensive at $20. I'm a huge stickler for good condition manga, so I'm always diligent when in store and checking the corners and the overall page quality to make sure I'm getting a perfect manga volume, but I was glad to find some more volumes I needed after I'd stopped buying online after Right Stuff folded. Love of Kill is concluding next month, which is very exciting, so it's great to see that on the shelf with volume 13 about to come out next month. Mace on a Koku there is one of my favorite rom-coms of all time. You need to grab those amazing collector's editions. I'm grabbing a couple more volumes here, making sure I do the good old Prof quality control check. Those Viz volumes have not increased in price yet, which is nice, but I don't know how I'm going to justify the $12 price tag once it does change. Another volume that I skipped out on was My Dress Up Darling. I'm considering dropping the series actually. It's just getting so stale. Here on this shelf we see Sensei's Pious Lie. It was such an amazing read. Lots of trigger warnings and dark themes, but if you're looking for an impactful manga in the industry, definitely pick this one up. I did skip out on Sakurasaku. I know that it's a new release, but I did find something more interesting to me, which I will be showing off soon. Those spines for To Love Ru look amazing. Honestly, I really need to try out that series, and I always pass it up. I actually heard really great things about the Mandalorian manga. One of these days, I think I'll try out all of the Star Wars manga to see if they're actually legit. But overall, this BAM had quite a selection, and it was well worth the trip and the $110 dent in my pocket after coupons. And now it's time for everybody's favorite part to show off what I got in this manga haul. First off, we have volume 3 of My Girlfriend's Child. If you're looking for something different in your manga collection, this is definitely the series for you. So much drama, super educational about teen pregnancy and all the different complications that arise from that, both from a personal and a more professional standpoint. It's really intriguing. I love how the story is going so far. I cannot wait to read this volume. Next up from Shonen Jump, we have Black Clover Volume 33. This series is shaping up to be something really special in the Shonen Jump lineup. I'm about 3 volumes behind, so it's actually a perfect time for me to just go ahead and binge a good chunk of this series. So yes, I'm going to dive straight into this one. One of the more underrated rom-coms that I personally read is Kubo Won't Let Me Be Invisible Volume 10. This series is almost over, which is good because I feel like if it's going any longer, it's definitely going to feel long-winded. So yes, this is a great kind of chill, relaxed series just about a boy who is invisible to all of his classmates, but Kubo does not see him that way. She's the only one who gives him attention, and it's just super heartfelt. I love the cast of characters. Next up from Ashita Sensei, the same manga creator as Tokyo Ghoul and Tokyo Ghoul Re, we have Chojin X Volume 4. I did a whole Volume 1 first impressions of the series. I very much much enjoyed the first volume. I can't wait to see where this progresses. I think the world is super interesting. Lots of connections and similarities to Tokyo Ghoul, but I think that this can be something special. A lot of people were saying it's just not as good as his other series, which fine, that's a justified argument, but nonetheless, I'm still enjoying it. Now, here's the whole reason why I went into that Books a Million to pick up this volume, volume 3 of Gap Papa. This series is easily the top release of 2023 for me. It is the most wholesome, beautifully written story ever. It is just super cute. It's episodic. There's no overarching story, but it just hits you in all the feels. It's just so comforting to see a perfect release manga with a perfect story with lovable characters. This is just great. But this story follows a husband and father who's super cold, super stone-faced at work, but when he comes home and he gets to his family, he is just the complete opposite. Next up is a spin-off series of a very highly acclaimed manga. We have Witch Hat Atelier Kitchen Volume 1. This spin-off series follows our cast of characters from Witch Hat Atelier as they go through their culinary adventures. Really interesting premise. Of course, you get that amazing Witch Hat Atelier artwork. I cannot wait to dive into this one. Now, here's one of the new series that I picked up in replacement of something else. We have The Moon on a Rainy Night Volume 1 published by Kodansha. I love the premise of this. It follows two girls that bump into each other on a rainy night. One of the girls drops her sheet music, so it's a music manga, but the other girl who bumped into her is almost completely deaf. She's hard of hearing, thus starts their relationship together as they explore their world together. Their lives intermingle within music and disabilities. Just seems super amazing. Other than that, I really didn't know anything about it. This was a cover by, a premise by. I hope this is actually really good because the premise itself sounds really promising. Of course, I can't leave a bookstore without something from Naoki Urasawa. We have Asadora Volume 7. This gets me up to date with the series. Super excited about this one. I thought Volume 6 ended very well. It's a slow burner series, but there's always something happening in each volume. We're getting more layers unshelled with this mystery, but yes, this is a great series and one you definitely need to pick up from Urasawa-sensei. Two more volumes here. First up is Volume 4 of Welcome to Demon School Iruma-Kun. I did not realize that this got released, but I am so glad to pick it up considering I just read Volume 3. This is crazy, action-packed, hilarious shonen manga at its finest. A great cast of characters. I love the premise of this boy who is going to demon school because his parents didn't want him anymore. So many funny interactions and episodes. The power-up system is great. The story progression in each volume is fantastic as well. Reminds me a lot of Saturday morning cartoons. So if that kind of floats your boat, I cannot recommend this enough. And last but not least, we have the Bungo Stray Dogs ripoff, in my personal opinion. We have Kimono Jihen Volume 8 published by 7 Seas. If you like shonen, you like Bungo Stray Dogs, but with the cast of characters being kids, this is the one for you. A little bit more lighthearted. There's a little bit of horror elements in here as well, but overall, it's just a very well written story with some really interesting characters and some really interesting backstories as well. Cannot recommend this one enough as well. And now we get a bonus volume because I totally forgot about this one. We have Kami-sama Kiss Volume 2. This is a shoujo beat series. Why do I have Volume 2? Because I'm trying to find Volume 1 to complete a set of something that you will see at the end of the month in the manga haul. But yes, I am slowly starting to pick this up, this critically acclaimed shoujo fantasy series. And that is it for my manga shopping vlog. I hope you enjoyed going over the state line with me to that Books a Million. You know, I have stopped buying pre-orders or putting in pre-orders, so the hunt is on. Now I get to go in store and just surprise myself to see what kinds of things I can find, and honestly, it's just a lot of fun. As always, if you enjoy the content of my videos, make sure you hit that like button, tap the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so that you know when more of my videos come out, and I will see you in the next one. Take care now. Bye-bye.